Hello, everyone. This is Noah Rosenblatt. I am with UrbanDigs, and this is going to be your Week 8 Coronavirus Manhattan Market Update. The goal of this has always been since Week 1 to track this coronavirus and its impact on the Manhattan markets on a weekly basis, with the hopes that we could see how bad we got hit, so that we could see when it's starting to slow down and get the decline is starting to even out and flatten, and we could see when the recovery is starting to come back as well. So that we can inform our clients that this market is in fact coming back, and we could track it on a week-to-week basis. So let's just get right into it. Right now, when I look at supply, we came in at 5,052. This is interesting. This is the first time that this has actually popped up on a week-to-week basis. When I did this last week, it was at 5,042. So we have been declining in supply for the last 7-8 weeks. When I started doing this week 1, it was at 6582. Okay. Normally, we should be over 7,000 right now, well over 7,000, probably 72, 73, who knows, 7,500 listings should be on the market right now. But we are at 5,000. I thought it was going to cross below 5,000, and it looks like it's starting to bottom out and maybe even come back. This is one of the 3 indicators that I've been telling you guys to track. What we're looking for is we're looking for inventory to come back on the market. We're looking for sellers to get more confident in the market. We're looking for sellers to say, okay, I see where the market is. I'm willing to list my property. That's what we're looking for. We're also looking for demand to come back. That's pending sales. Unfortunately, that is not coming back. So that's a different story. When I look at pending sales, it came in at 2345. That is down from last week, where it came in at 2438 last week. And that was at 2650 when we first started doing this in week 1. This is going to take a little longer to play out. You're going to see the rebound in supply first. Okay. And then you're going to see the rebound in pending sales afterwards. So I would expect pending sales to be pressured to the downside for the next couple of weeks, if not months to come, until you see the activity start to come back. All right. Let's look at monthly new contract activity and monthly new supply. We came in with monthly new supply at 280. This, of course, is very, very low. When I look at the 3-year chart of what's normal of April, I could see that we usually get about 2,000 listings in April. We came in at 280. So listing volume coming on is very, very low. When I look at contract activity on a monthly basis, it came in at 216. That, again, of course, is very, very low. We usually come in around 1,000. So both deal activity and new listing activity, of course, is way, way down. And April is, of course, our first full month of exposure to this virus. So now you're seeing the true impact of the corona market right here in April. This is the dislocation that we've been talking about for a long time here on UrbanDigs and on these weekly podcasts. Now let's go forward. Let's look at weekly production numbers, weekly actives, weekly off markets, weekly contract signed. When I first started doing this, and I'm going to go 1 week here. When I first started doing this, I started doing this in the second week. So week 2, this was at 138. Week 3, it was at 80. Week 4, it was at 82. Week 5 was at 70. Week 6 was at 73. Week 7 was at 73. And now we came in at 92. What I was telling you all along, and the reason you want to track these 1 week new listing numbers, is you wanted to see the decline in order to track the bottom and see the ultimate turn. That's why you want to track this, so you know where we're coming from. We're supposed to get on a weekly basis around 400 listings coming in. Okay. So this has been steadily declining week to week to week. And this is the first week that we're seeing an uptick in new listing inventory. So this is a good sign. This is a sign. I mean, it's not a bad sign. This is a good sign. This is what you want to see. You want to see it continue. All right. 1 week is not a trend make. So you got to keep tracking this to see whether or not sellers are continuing to list on the market. All right. And you want to see sellers be comfortable and want to list on the market. Let's change this to contract signed. 1 week contract signed came in at 43. Okay. When I did this in week 2, it was 136. When I did it week 3, it was at 74. Week 4 was at 88. Week 5 was at 65. Week 6 was at 51. Week 7 was at 57. And now we're at 43. This is not a good number. Okay. And it looks like we're getting into that part where we're looking at true Corona trades, where more and more of these trades are kind of sight unseen, not residual legacy deals, right? And I think I was wrong with the residual legacy deals. I thought that was being phased out a couple of weeks ago, but I think I was wrong. I still think a lot of deals still had some residual legacy to it, meaning that the buyer saw it. There was some type of negotiation going on before this really hit on March 20th, and we couldn't show anymore. And now we're starting to get to those sight unseen true Corona trades, and they're few and far between. So this is a low number. This is what we got to track. We got to see how low this goes. This is the number you're looking for to come up. All right. You want to see active come up, but you also, and more importantly, want to see contract activity come up. So now we are seeing active coming up, but we're not seeing contract activity come up. That's going down. So that is a bad sign. All right. So now let's move on to off market. That's our third indicator that we're looking for. What we typically want to see is off market go down. Okay. Obviously, when this crisis started, off market went way, way up. It was, again, one of those alert indicators. So it came in at 160 this week, 160. When I did this in week 2, it was at 424. When I did it week 3, it was at 409. Week 4, 270. Week 5, 197. Week 6, 122. Week 7, 116. And now we're seeing back at pump up at 160. So this, again, is not what I want to see. All right, I want to see this go lower. So I got 2 out of the 3 going the other way. And I got one of them, I got active new listing inventory going up, which is what I want to see. So we got a mixed bag. We got a mixed bag of results, but this is why we do this, okay? We're going to keep doing this on a weekly basis, and we'll interpret all of these trends for you. And ultimately, when contract activity comes back, that's the report that we're really looking for, all right? I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a great weekend. This is Noah Rosenblatt with UrbanDigs. I'm from UrbanDigs, and this is your weekly number 8 virus update. And everybody stay well and stay safe, and I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.